Hello, hello, hello. What's up? It's your girl Twan the Mystic from HouseMystic.com. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, what's up? I'm Twan. So today's reading, we're talking all about your life purpose, okay? And yeah, what it is, okay? And then I'll also be having an extended reading where we will be talking about how you can manifest this life purpose if you feel like you are not on this path or you've been feeling a little stuck. So, but to see that one, that's on my Patreon. But anyway, yes, we are talking about your life purpose. And yeah, so go ahead and light your candles, light your incense, and light your blunts because we're about to get real deep with this reading. And if you love deep and insightful pick a cards, definitely go ahead and keep watching and make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new, okay? So go ahead and pick the picture or the number that you feel the most drawn to, and then go to the corresponding timestamp in my description or in my comment section, and I'll see you there. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number one, let's get into your reading all about what your life purpose is, your true life purpose. And yeah, we'll be talking all about what you came here to fulfill on earth. And then I do have an extended reading where we are talking about how you can manifest this life purpose if you feel like you are on the, like, maybe not on the right path, or maybe you feel like things aren't working out how you wanted to. We're going to be getting the tea on how you can get aligned with this life purpose in a bigger way, on a bigger scale. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay. Oh yeah, and that's on my Patreon. I forgot to say that the extended reading is in my Patreon. So join the Patreon if you want to learn more about that. Okay. So yeah, let's see your life purpose. Egypt. Oh, okay. And then this says angels. And you know what's funny? First of all, y'all hear the meditation music, right? So if you guys could see what the screen actually looks like, it looks like a portal, like, because I think it's a bridge. Yeah, that's a bridge. And because of the reflection of the water, it looks like, because the bridge looks like a half circle. So because of the water, it looks like another half of a circle. So it almost looks like a portal. So, oh, and this almost looks like a portal here. Okay, so interesting. I feel like you're a portal. And follow me. When I say portal, I feel like it's like when you come across, or when people come across you, they're either going through some massive changes in their life, or it's like you are a catalyst of change in their life. Like, for example, especially because we have Egypt and angels here. Egypt, the pyramids. People say when you go in the pyramids, it's like a portal. I've never been to the pyramids, but that's what they say. Okay, and then it almost, like, see how the light is shining from the clouds right there? But don't this look like this is right here? That's what would be right here. Yeah, so I feel like you're an earth angel. And when people come across you, they are either going through some type of major change, or you cause this major change where it's like, because of the things that you're into, the things that you say, the boundaries you set, or whatever it is, you cause people to go through some type of spiritual awakening where they're like becoming more self-aware. They're becoming more aware of their actions and becoming aware of, like, angel numbers and all types of, like, spiritual phenomena. So you could possibly be like someone like me, like a tarot reader. Oh, and then my phone lit up. A tarot reader, an astrologer, a Reiki person, crystal lover, hippie, witchy girl, whatever. You could be one of those things. And I feel like when people come across you, it's like you cause some type of spiritual awakening, some type of, like, spiritual awareness. Okay. Especially when you leave people's lives as well, because, like, you tend to leave like a void, like a hole, like, because it's like you're someone that, not like, you're a rare person, like, you're a rare gem, you're very unique, and people don't come across someone like you often or at all. Okay, so yeah, I'm feeling like something about you is very, very unique, and you make other people embrace their uniqueness. So maybe you have like a unique voice, a unique look. You have unique interests. Um, Something about you is very unique. Maybe you have a unique name, a unique style. Well, I said look, but there's some type of uniqueness here that you give off. Okay. So, yes. All right. So, we also have the lustful. I embrace my individuality and sexuality as sacred gifts. So, I feel like another part of your life purpose, this is going to sound crazy, but to embrace your sexuality. Well, not crazy, but people try to make sex seem like it's just taboo and it's just like, but I feel like you are someone that embraces your sexiness, or you embrace your sexuality, or maybe you're in a same-sex relationship or something like that, and you're not ashamed of it, but like something about you and your sexuality, like you're not ashamed of your sexuality, and you teach other people to embrace their sexiness and their sexuality, and to embrace their uniqueness. It doesn't have to just be sexuality, but like also your uniqueness, and you embracing your uniqueness makes other people be like, oh, wow, she is so unique, or he is so unique, and it makes me want to, like tap back into my uniqueness, or like you inspire people that pretend not to see you. That's definitely, that quote, it was for you. Okay. So yes, and then also this lustful is so funny because, well, not funny, I feel like this lustful is also you having this lust for life. Like you're meant to have a lust for life, and to inspire people to be the same way, to have a lust for life as well. So you could be someone that has like wanderlust, so you could always be traveling, having fun with your friends, like out maybe with your partner or something, but you always seem like you're on some type of adventure. So you make people want to embrace their adventurous side as well. So yeah, you could be like a travel vlogger, or someone that a lot of people have their eyes on. So it's giving like, yeah, like you're meant to be in the public eye. But I feel like I've been saying this a lot in my readings, well, my personal readings, but with Pluto moving to Aquarius, I feel like power is shifting to people that are more authentic, and that aren't just like falling into the old ways of being, the old ways of doing things, and like just being a carbon copy of everyone else. Like that's what's becoming more popular now, like being your most authentic self, being your most unique self. And I feel like you being such a unique person, that's why you're gonna end up thriving in your career, because I feel like many of you guys are meant to be in the entertainment field or something like that, but you're gonna thrive in that field because you're not like everyone else. People are gonna wonder about you. People are gonna be like, oh, this person is so different from what's out here. Like and I'm getting goosebumps. Okay, what keeps coming to mind is Dochi, and how like she's so unique. I'm getting goosebumps. Like she's just so unique, and then just her looks in general, because she is a dark-skinned black woman. And no shade, as a dark-skinned woman myself, I notice the discrimination of dark-skinned women in the entertainment industry. So the fact that she's finally getting her flowers, and being recognized, and being in a number one position, it's different from the past, because you may notice how a lot of people in the entertainment industry have a similar look. Okay, and that's no shade. And that is no shade. But that's what I'm saying. Like something about you is very, very unique, and you're meant to embrace that uniqueness so that you can be an inspiration for other people that are also like unique in some shape or form. Okay? So, yeah. All right, so the joyful. Okay, so yeah, with the joyful, you are meant to have joy. I know, of course, right? You're meant to have joy, but no, seriously, you are meant to do what makes you happy. Like, it just makes me think of something else I said in another reading. I feel like was it in my own reading, or was it in one of these readings? I don't remember, but I know in my own life, I remember asking Spirit, like, okay, so what should I be doing next with my career? And I kept getting soulmate, twin flame, soulmate. And I'm just like, why would I be getting these cards when I'm asking about my career? You know what I'm saying? And then I got clarity, and I feel like Spirit was saying, like, what does your soul want you to, like, what does your soul want? What do you crave? Like, what do you feel? What does your soul feel the happiest doing? And I know I said that in a reading, one of these readings, but I feel like it's coming up again because I feel like that's you guys. Like, you are meant to live a very fulfilling, or have a very fulfilling existence where it's not you know, working the job that you hate, or being in a relationship that you hate, or wearing clothes that you hate. I don't know, anything that you hate. Okay, like, you're meant to have a very, I don't know, like a very joyful existence where it's very fulfilling and colorful. And yeah, because I didn't even read what it said. It literally says, I know that the purpose of life is to be happy and live purposefully. I'm done. I am done with y'all, because what is this reading called? What is your life purpose? So that is so crazy that this would be, yeah. So I definitely feel like many of you guys, you might have been one of the people that picked that one pile. I forgot what reading it was. You might have picked that pile where I was talking about stelliums, and it may look like your birth chart is like made for a specific thing where it's like you can't even stray off this way. So I feel like that's, a lot of you guys might have picked that pile. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. So I feel like with this with this, like, this is like a continuation of that. Like, you are meant to live a life where your career is tied in with your purpose, and to live a life where it's like your career is enjoyable, and you have a career where it's actually using some of those, like, not deeply, but those natural skills where it's like for example, art, or like tarot, or like, you know, something that, like, where you have to have these, like, a natural skill for it. Okay. Oh, and then my phone just lit up. That is funny as hell. Okay, so see, this is what I'm talking about. Look, you have Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, you're meant to live a life that is joyful and successful. Like, you are meant to be well off. Like, and if you're not well off right now, you will be very soon. Okay, you will be very, very soon, like, very wealthy. You're meant to be very wealthy. And I also feel like you're meant to share this wealth with other people, like, to be like a philanthropist. Okay. And what was I about to say? Something with children. Working with children, being around children, being a parent is a big part of your life purpose as well. Oh, the fact that looks like a circle and a portal, and then we have this circle. Some of you guys' marriage also is a part of your life purpose, and like the close-knit relationships that you have in your life are a big part of your purpose, because they're like, you guys are meant to maybe do some type of venture together, but it could also be like you're meant to just be a big support to each other, or to help them grow, or they help you grow, or something like that. It's like a cardinal. Why does this bring tears to my eyes? I don't know, but I just love when Spirit is so clear. Like, I always tell y'all, me and Spirit are like this. Because as I said that, like, marriage, how I said marriage and important relationships in my life, I look out the window and it's a cardinal, a female cardinal and a male cardinal, and they look like they kissed. And you can tell when it's a girl cardinal because, like, they don't have the same color feathers as the male cardinal. They're like more of a brown color. Anyway, Y'all could tell I be watching birds, huh? Anyway, so yeah, like the important relationships in your life, like, and I feel like you're meant to learn a lot from relationships as well, whether it's like, heartbreaks, but then also there are important friendships and yeah, love relationships that come into your life, and they're going to be very beneficial, whether it's not whether, it's going to be on all levels, like physically or like, financially, emotionally, mentally. Like there's people that's meant to be in your life that will benefit you. Like you guys will benefit each other. And then I feel like you're meant to trigger some awakenings in people as well. And then of course a King of Cups would come. So there is definitely a King of Cups. Like, okay, so this could be a King of Cups as far as like your bae. Like this could be your bae, and the person you end up marrying and or have a long-term relationship with. They're a big part of your life purpose. Yeah, but then also this could be you as well, because this King of Cups can also represent someone that is a generous leader, a philanthropist. Matter of fact, a philanthropist, I would even say an advocate or something like that, but someone that is a generous leader, someone that leads with not with an iron fist, but with understanding and love. Okay, so yeah, and I feel like many of you guys, it's like oh my goodness, they're like chilling together on the tree. That is so that is mad beautiful, like so cute. Because okay, I just know a lot about cardinals because I just like them. So cardinals, when they find their person, they mate with them for life. Like there ain't no breaking up. And then they go out together to find like food for their little babies and stuff. Anyway, yeah, like you're definitely meant to have a family with someone important, like someone that matches. I was gonna say matches your freak, but your frequency. Okay. I cannot. Literally, we have an emperor. So yeah, definitely some of you guys, yeah, there's someone that you're gonna be marrying or be in a long-term relationship with, that it's like y'all are gonna be like this and y'all bring out the best in each other. But this is also you. I feel like you being a leader, a business owner, a breadwinner, but someone that's meant to like do big things. Like you're not meant to just be someone just like, oh, I'm chilling in the background. No, and I feel like also possibly these relationships will be on display. Like for example, like having famous friends, or being in like a relationship where you guys like have a podcast together or a YouTube channel together, or like people just know y'all. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the King of Wands or Knight of Wands reversed. Let's see what. Oh well, actually, let's just talk about Knight of Wands reversed. So I also feel like your life purpose has a lot to do with you making mistakes, and then did she mean to do that? Your life purpose has a lot to do with you making mistakes and learning from them, because that's what makes you the emperor. That's what makes your foundation so strong, because you go through all these phases where you learn what not the fuck to do. So yeah. All right, so then not enough. See, it says not enough, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego, fear, and frustrations. Yeah, because literally I don't know, if you feel like you've made so many mistakes or you fucked up a lot in your life or whatever, you were meant to do that, Buki. You was meant to do that. You was meant to do that because that's what's going to turn you into that emperor. Confusion, yes. Like you were meant to go through times of confusion and feeling not enough and feeling like you're here but you're there, and it's like mistakes. You were meant to do that because it was all meant to make you who you are, so that you can be this leader and be this guiding force. Because how the hell are you gonna lead people when you ain't never experienced some shit? Some of y'all might have Chiron in the first house. But yeah, like, how are you gonna be a leader if you ain't never been through some shit? Okay. And then longing. Didn't I say craving? I think I said craving. I think I did, and I didn't mean to, but this literally says craving on here. Because it's longing, and it makes me think of what I said. You're meant to do what you've been longing to do. Like, if you've been like, oh my God, I just really want to be an artist. I feel like I'd be a great artist. I feel like I'm really talented. Yeah, because you're supposed to do that, not just be like, oh yeah, I think I should. No, that's meant to be something that you get wealthy off of. All right? And then key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stand, string along. So what I'm taking for this as far as purpose, I feel like you are meant to do many things. You're meant to go through many phases of your life where, like, maybe one part of your life, it's like you were a fry cook. Then you moved on and you were a janitor. Then you moved on and you were this. Then you finally found out that you should be a writer, and then now you're a famous writer. Like, things like that is meant to happen to you, where you live many lives in one. Or it's like you're meant to have, like, I think you could be someone with many different talents, so you're meant to do many things at once. But, like, finding a way to fit it together, or possibly just owning multiple businesses, or just finding a way to create many streams of income. But you are not meant to be put in a box. And that goes back to what I said at the beginning of the reading. You're meant to be unique. Like, I keep hearing Alien Superstar, and how she's like, I'm too classy for this world, forever I'm that girl, something diamonds and pearls, ooh baby. It's so shit like that. But, like, you're meant to just be a unique person and not be like everyone else, okay? So we'll leave it right there. Pile number 1, that was your reading. Like I said, if you want to know how to get in alignment with, your life purpose, that is a reading that is on my Patreon. That's the extended reading. So if you want to join my Patreon, that information is below, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello. Those of you that chose pile number 2, let's get into your reading all about your life purpose, okay? And just so you know, I do have an extended reading of this reading on my Patreon, all about how you can get aligned with your life purpose, okay? So let's get into it, all right? All right, so, interesting. We have knighthood, and then we have baby. So random. These are my past life cards, and I just use them sometimes in life purpose readings, just because, like, I feel like sometimes our life purpose can be connected with our past life and stuff. So anyway, baby and knighthood. So that's definitely giving that you're meant to protect children. Like, your life purpose has something to do with protecting children. So it could literally be through you being a parent and you protecting your children, or like you being someone that takes in children that maybe aren't your children, or care for children that are possibly not your children, or even like, I don't know, doing something else having to do with kids, like maybe teaching them, making certain things for them, something with children. But it could also be you are someone that helps people keep in touch with their inner child, like, and protect their inner child so that they don't lose that side of them. Like, you could be someone with a very young spirit. Maybe you even look young for your age, but yeah, you could have like a young spirit or young energy, something like that. But you are meant to help people stay in touch with their inner child, but also you are meant to do something with children, for children, around children, something with children. Okay. Okay, so then knighthood is also making me think that For some of you guys, maybe like law enforcement or being a lawyer or someone that like protects the community or defends the community. Oh, that kind of came up in another pile. Like I think I said advocate in another pile. So yeah, maybe you're meant to be like some type of advocate for children or yeah, something along those lines. So yes, and then there's a unicorn on this card. Oh, and on his chest. Okay, so it's making me think kind of like what I said in another pile, like uniqueness, but the fact that it's a unicorn and you know, they say unicorns aren't real. Aren't real. So I feel like and the fact that he has it on his chest and on his shield and then he has his sword like this, it makes me think of like protecting that inner child and like protecting that part of yourself that dreams big and has that big imagination. And because you know, sometimes in life it's like we have people that try to stomp on our dreams and say this is unrealistic. Like you're meant to be that person that does the impossible. Okay, and I'm going like this because I feel like nothing's impossible when you got God, your ancestors, whoever, you know, on your side. So yeah, I feel like there are some things that you're meant to do that almost seem impossible to the people around you, but in your mind you always knew it was possible. So now you're doing it. Well, you will do it, okay? All right, so we also have the truthful. I speak my truth and expect everyone I care about to do so too. So this, and it's so funny because he has a sword. He has a sword, and you know, sword is associated with truth. So yeah, I feel like you're meant to speak your truth, live your truth. And I don't know why I keep picking up on this childlike energy, like this energy that's very like a child. I know. It's like, man, what do you mean by that? But like, yeah, it's giving like a child, like you, because you know how children are. They speak their truth, they speak their mind, but they also believe in the impossible. Like I feel like that's who you're meant to be. Maybe some of you guys have like a lot of Leo or Gemini in your chart or Aries or something like that, because like something about your spirit is very childlike and young or something along those lines. Oh, sorry. Something along those lines. So I thought that was the alarm. So yeah, I definitely feel like living and speaking your truth and like always being connected to your inner child is a very big part of your purpose, because you are meant to make other people do the same. Okay? We have the actor. I know how to act properly and wisely in this situation. So for some of you guys, your life purpose involves like actual acting. Like you should be an actor or like a model or someone in the entertainment business. And I think I said that in another pile. So maybe you were drawn to another pile, but it could also be like, oh, I also see someone like creating stories, making stories. So maybe you like a children's author or something along those lines, but you're, oh my goodness, excuse me. You're meant to do something with the public eye, something involving the public eye. Like maybe you'll make YouTube videos for children. I don't know, something along those lines. But yes, actor. And some of you guys could also be like a director or a photographer or what else? What else is having to do with film? Like editing, a script writer, something along those lines, like the movie industry, entertainment industry. You're meant to do things like that. Okay? All right. So we have Ten of Swords. And it's funny, we have Gemini on here. So you really could have some Gemini in your chart. So Ten of Swords, that makes me think that for some of you guys, your life purpose, yeah, that card's pretty daunting because they have like 10 knives in their back. So that makes me think kind of like what I said in another pile. You may in your lifetime experience a lot of like rejection or ridicule or like feeling shunned or maybe having to accomplish certain things by yourself, because there's a lot of people in your lifetime that are not going to see the vision. They're not going to see where you're coming from. They're not going to understand how you think. Yeah, but it's not for them to understand. It's for you to understand and for you to believe and to stand firm in those beliefs, because you are the person that they gave this vision to, not all those other people. Okay, so I definitely feel like, yeah, your life purpose, you are meant to experience a lot of betrayal, because some of this betrayal ends up leading you in a certain path or onto a certain path, or kind of awakens you to maybe like how you weren't allowing yourself to be your most authentic self, or that person didn't align with your authentic self, or that job didn't align with your authentic self. But it's all about being your most authentic self. And I feel like that came up in another pile, if I'm not mistaken. But you definitely, your authentic self, you're meant to live as your authentic self. And then I also feel like a lot of your dreams from childhood are meant to come true. Like, for example, if you always wanted to be an actress when you were little, but then life happened and you got off that path, you're meant to go back to that and to become that actress. Like your childhood dreams are meant to manifest. And I also feel like many of you guys as a child, you were very smart. Well, not that you're not smart now, but you were very smart and very gifted, and you knew from the jump, like, oh yeah, I'm not meant to live like y'all. I'm not meant to live life like this. Like, this ain't it for me. I'm meant to be connected to this, you know? Yeah, and then we have Seven of Wands reversed. And the fact that it's Seven of Wands is so crazy, because usually when it's upright, it has to do with like defending your choices, defending your point of view, like having to defend yourself. But I feel like you're meant to defend yourself, but you're also meant to be like, all right, if you don't see the vision, well, sayonara, sucker, you know? Like, you're not meant to stick around people that don't see the vision. And I don't mean like, oh, just be around yes men, around yes men. But I feel like you may have been born into a family, or maybe you've been placed around people that don't, like, they're very practical and aren't optimistic or aren't big dreamers. And you're meant to be that big dreamer and to go after things that people consider like lofty or impossible or whatever the fuck. And yeah, you're meant to do it, and you're actually gonna accomplish it. It's not like you're gonna die trying. Like, you're actually going to accomplish these things. You're gonna shock a lot of people, pile 2. You're gonna shock a lot of people. Strength. Yeah, strength and Six of Swords. Yeah, okay. So I also feel like for you guys, pile number 2, you're meant to break like generational patterns, curses, hexes, whatever the hell. You're meant to break that shit. And I feel like it has a lot to do with how you choose to live your life. Like, what type of parent you choose to be, what type of life you choose to live, the type of things you choose to believe in. Like, that's, like, you're meant to be unique. Like, I feel like that came up in another pile. But I mean, it makes sense, because I feel like the people that are drawn to my piles, or not my piles, my readings, tend to be people that are just super unique, especially when it comes to the family they were born into. So I'm not surprised, pile 2. Anywho, yeah, so the type of life you live and the things you believe in, like, is not meant to be the same as your family, unless maybe you had a parent or someone that kind of like introduced you to different ways of thinking. But I definitely feel like something about you is very different from the people you were brought up with, or something along those lines. And then I'm also, this isn't necessarily about your purpose, but I'm also seeing people from your high school or people that knew you in your younger years. Some people being kind of shocked, but some people being like, yeah, I could see why so and so ended up being able to live such a successful and unique life because they've always been this way. But for some people are like shocked because they're like, yo, how did Pile 2 do that? Like, I feel like there's a lot of miracles and miraculous things meant to kind of happen in your life, and you're going to be shocking a lot of people with how these things play out. And it's going to make them be a believer in whatever you believe in. Apology, forgiveness, return. Sorry, I'm telling you. There's people from your past that's going to be like, Pile 2, I mean, damn. How did Pile 2 pull this off? Or how is Pile 2 looking like this now? Or how is Pile 2? Like, there's a lot of talk around the town about you, Pile 2. Either currently or there will be, because it's like you're gonna go from like being the little weird girl or the little weird guy to like being this weird person on a big scale, but everyone loves it. And they're like, oh my goodness, like, whoa, like people from your past are like, whoa, like, I always remember when Pile 2 used to be like this, and wow, like, you know? Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't have to just be that, but I feel like you're meant to do some big things, and yeah, people from your past are going to be trying to make a return, okay? Okay, so yeah, let's see what else. Talking, interested, awaiting messages, texts, calls, email, talking more. So something with the things that you have to say, and this came up with another pile, but like something about the things that you have to say I'm losing my train of thought, is part of your purpose. So you could do something with social media, well, that's under media too, but I would say podcasting, writing. Oh yeah, I did say script writing. So like script writing, like a talk show, or like something where you're talking and giving information, and you're giving messages, and you're teaching people things, and people love what you have to say. They love what you have to say, or they're going to love what you have to say. Okay, so yeah, but the fact that we have talking and apology is definitely making me think that kind of like what I said in another pile, you awaken people, especially when you leave, because then it has them feeling like, dang, I really fucked up. So for a lot of you guys, you're people's karma. You're people's karma, and you're that person. You're always going to be that person that got away, where even if they don't, and then my phone just lit up. Even if they don't think about you every single second of the day, they'll always remember how you got away. So, okay. So we have shocking. It's like, why do I even use cards anymore? I don't even know why I use cards, because the cards be saying the same shit I'm saying. Literally shocking. I said you're going to be shocking people. Like, you're meant to go through this like major glow up where people are like, what? And I also feel like you're meant to go through some type of physical glow up as well. And then people are going to be asking you like, how the hell did you do that? So they can learn how to do it too. Like, you're meant to be like an inspiring person. Okay. And then we have clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. I'm telling you, you're that one. You're that one that got away. You're meant to be that one that got away. And I know that sounds like, what the fuck does that have to do with being my life purpose? But that's people's karma. That's people's karma sometimes, where it's like, God gonna make sure they don't never forget how they did you. And you're always gonna be on their mind. in their mind rent free. Okay, for some people that possibly did you dirty or whatever, you haunt them. You're meant to haunt people so they can stop being on that bullshit, okay, and to do better with how they treat people or however or whatever happened. But yeah, you're meant to be that person, and I know that sounds kind of crazy, but hey. Okay, what else am I getting for you, pile 2? I also feel like traveling. Oh no, that came up in another pile too. So yeah, you might have been drawn to another pile, but traveling has a lot to do with your purpose and working with your ancestors, because like I think I said that you're meant to break like generational patterns and curses and hexes or something like that with how you choose to live your life or how you think or the things you believe in or like your career or something like that. But you're meant to be very different from your family. But I feel like even though you're very different from your family, it's like you're tapping into your ancestors from way back when, because that's the shit that they used to be on, but then it got lost. I'm definitely picking up for some of you guys, it's like your spiritual practices and beliefs and stuff. Like if your parents aren't into that stuff now, like I feel like your ancestors were, and you're the one tapping back into it, and it makes you a little different from your family, but literally this is what your ancestors were doing. So, you know. So yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and leave it there. If this reading resonated with you, let me get a sword emoji. I think I forgot to do that in pile 1. But yeah, a sword emoji. Leave that in the comments, okay? And like I said, if you want to watch the extended reading where I talk about how to get aligned with your purpose, definitely go ahead and join my Patreon. That link is below. If you want to book me for a reading, follow me on social media, buy my art, take one of my classes, all that stuff is below, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello. Those of you that chose pile number 3, let's get into your reading all about what is your life purpose, okay? And we do have an extended reading so you can learn all about how to get aligned with your life purpose, since this one is all about what is your purpose, okay? So if you want to know or get into that extended reading, definitely join my Patreon. That information is below, okay? And if you want to book a reading, follow me on social media, all that good stuff, that information is below. All right, so we have Asia and persecution and inquisition. So clearly these readings are all aligned today, because I know I didn't say persecution, but I definitely said something similar in another pile. So if you were drawn to some other piles, yes. And these are my past life cards, so that's why we have like Asia or whatever. So what I'm getting from this though is kind of like what I said in the other piles. Like you're meant to be different, you're meant to be unique. And yes, people are gonna try to persecute you for it or question you about it or whatever. So I definitely feel like, yeah, you're meant to be one of those witchy people. But I mean, hey, you're here on a tarot reading, so I'm assuming you're witchy AF, okay? So I'm not surprised. But with this Asia card, for some reason, maybe some of you guys, your name could actually be Asia, or you have like Asia in your name, like Deasia, or I can't think of any other Asia names right now, or Aisha, or I don't know, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely, yeah, I don't know. Anywho, what else am I getting? Okay, so I'm also getting with Asia, for some reason, it's making me think of food. Maybe because I love Asian food. But some of you guys are definitely meant to do something with food, like maybe figuring out what foods to eat, like maybe being a dietitian or a nutritionist or like something along those lines. You're meant to do that. Okay, and then even how it says persecution acquisition, you could be one of those people that exposes what's actually in food, like showing people like, oh, you eat Cheetos, well, it got this, and this in it. Oh, you eat this, well, this got this, and this in it. So having people kind of question like, what are they consuming in their everyday life? What are their kids consuming? So yeah, you are meant to be someone that like questions things, especially like with food or maybe even beliefs, but I'm definitely picking up on food, and you being someone that's meant to like expose stuff having to do with food, or it could even be with people or this is like society in general, where you make people think about like, wow, I wonder why society is this way when it should really be this way, or they make us believe one thing but it's really not the truth. Like you expose the truth, or you expose something about something. That sounds so vague, but you're meant to expose certain, like just certain hidden truths or whatever. The farmer, you can't make this shit up. It says the farmer, I enjoy being of service to those who deserve it. Literally, the farmer. And what did I just say? The thing about food. I said doing something with food. So yeah, you could be someone that's meant to grow your own food, grow plants, maybe doing something with landscaping or owning land or something like that. But yeah, you're meant to be very much into your health, or teaching other people to be into their health, or into their well-being or something like that, especially having to do with food. But the fact that it says I enjoy being of service to those who deserve it definitely makes me think like you are meant to have some type of like service I can't talk. Okay, service-based business. You're meant to have some type of service-based business, or some type of like I don't know, some type of like business or offer that helps people to improve their health or their appearance in some shape or form. I'm sorry, there's like still crumbs on my lip from when I was eating in between here. So anyway, yeah, you're meant to help people self-improve, like their health, whether it's on a physical, mental, or emotional level. Like you help people improve in some shape or form, and you're meant to offer some type of like service, or to be in some type of career where you're of service to people. So that could even be like the military, but like I'm also seeing you in like health fields, like being a doctor or a nutritionist, a trainer, a something along those lines that help improve people's health. Oh wow, the manifester. I am manifesting what I see in my mind's eye. So that could be another thing too, like you being someone that's like into things such as like manifesting, and you are meant to maybe even teach people about manifesting, but it doesn't have to be on that scale. Like, if you're not necessarily wanting to be teaching people that, it could also be that you're meant to be that you're meant to learn. I'm sorry, I'm tired doing these readings. But you're meant to do like bring your vision to life. Like you're meant to bring your vision to life, and to realize the power of manifestation, and to actually have that lifestyle where you are not just overworking yourself to make a result happen, but to actually use things like magic and manifesting. So yes, and you could even be like a manifester, like in human design, or like a manifesting generator or something. Yeah, like you're meant to do that or whatever. And then I also feel like you're very intuitive, because the fact that we have mind's eye here, so it's like all these piles are running together. But yeah, you're very intuitive, and you could be someone that is good at, giving people readings or to help giving people insight in some shape or form. But yeah, it could definitely have to do with health, like giving people insight about their health. Okay. The moon. So yeah, you're very intuitive. You are very, very intuitive. I also feel like you're very artsy as well. You could be a Pisces or a Virgo or a Gemini or a Sagittarius, but you could be someone that's like very artsy and fashionable. But this is also giving astrologer with all these stars on here and then the moon. But I feel like you're meant to... Sorry, I keep having these pauses, but I wonder if that's like a message for you guys, like, and this is gonna sound so weird, but you're meant to keep certain things to yourself. Like, I think you're meant to be like a private person, and when I say a private person, I mean, because like, I don't know what you got going on, pile 3, but people low-key be hating. People low-key be hating because, especially because this says, I am manifesting what I see in my mind's eye. And I feel like you're someone that always gets what you want. I feel like you always get what you want. I feel like you always get attention. I feel like you always look nice. You always, I don't know, like things are effortless for you, or that's what it looks like on the outside. Oh, we have persecution. Okay. People low-key be hating because you always get what you want, and I feel like you get a lot of attention, or like maybe like, for example, you could be someone that like there's a person that everyone likes this person, but that person likes you. So people will be like, oh, why them? It's because it's you. It's because it's you. And I feel like people low-key be hating because maybe it's like you get the best looking guys, or the best looking girls, or you have a cool life, or like something like that. And a lot of people be hating. So you're meant to, not in like a paranoid way, but like, don't always let people know what you got going on until it's solid, or you just don't let people know at all. Because yeah, in this lifetime you're meant to, it sucks to say it like this, to be like, oh, you were meant to experience a lot of hate, because that sounds so like, oh my god, like I'm meant to experience hate, like that's absolutely crazy. But it's not. Well, yes, you are meant to experience hate in a way, but it's only because you're very blessed. You're meant to be a very, very blessed person, and not everyone is always happy to see other people being blessed, especially if they feel like they're not being blessed as well. So yeah, you're meant to keep certain things kind of like private and have kind of like a small circle or something along those lines, but you're meant to like not let everyone in on what you got going on. And I know that sounds crazy for a life purpose, but hey, it's your life and this is the things that happen in it. So Temperance. Yeah, you're a magician. You're a magician, and I feel like a lot of people kind of look at you like, how the hell does pile 3 make some of this shit happen? And it makes them curious, but also some people, it makes them a hater. So yeah, I would say be mindful about who you let around you. And then my phone just lit up. Yeah, I'm onto something. So yeah, Temperance definitely makes me think that you are like a manifestor, a magician, and you easily draw things to you. But also, you're very easy on the eyes. I know, it's probably like, what does this have to do with my life purpose, Twine? Is this like, I'm just saying what comes out, okay, pile 3. But you are very easy on the eyes, so I feel like a lot of you guys are meant to be like models or someone that people has their eyes on. But yeah, people enjoy your face. Or like your look. Like you have a nice look. Like you are very and then my phone keeps lighting up. You are very beautiful. You are very, very beautiful. So yeah, you're meant to do things that kind of show off your beauty. So modeling, acting. Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, that came out in another pile. So yeah, like modeling, acting, or maybe even like something with fitness, because I know that came up. But well, I said nutrition, but yeah, something with fitness where you just have a banging body, and then you inspire people to also manifest their own banging body, you know? Yeah. All right, so 8 of Wands. Okay. And then Ace of Swords. Yeah, like you're meant to give advice. You're meant to give advice, whether it's with people's health or with, like, I would say the health of something. So it doesn't have to just be physical health. It could be health about a car. Like maybe you give advice as far as, like, maybe you're a mechanic because you know, like, oh, this is what's up with the car. So this, and this needs to happen for your car to work again. Or a spiritual advisor where it's like this is happening and you need to fix this. Or like therapist where it's like, okay, you had this happen in your childhood and that's what's causing this and blah 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 blah. So it's something along those lines that you may be doing, but you're meant to give some type of advice to people to help them improve. Okay? And it's like this has been happening a lot with my readings lately, where it's like the piles are all related. Realizations, epiphanies, awakenings, understandings. Yeah, you're meant to like make people's light bulb go off where they're like, oh, okay, so that's what's wrong with the car. Okay, so that's what I need to do to get into shape. Or, oh, that's what type of herb I need to use for this ailment. Like you're meant to make people like make people's light bulb go off. Okay, but also the fact that it's awakening, I would not be surprised if many of you guys are like spiritual advisors as well, because like you make people see clearly what they need to do. But that could really go for anything, but you make people see clearly. Poker face. Oh my God, Spirit, thank you for the confirmation, because literally this is what I would say. It literally says taking a chance, risk, and options, not showing your hand. I'm telling you, like, you're not meant to tell people everything you got going on. Just let it be solid first, or just don't tell people at all. Especially because I feel like you're connected to this other pile where I feel like you are meant to be in the public eye. I think I said this kind of in this pile, or no, I don't remember. But you're meant to be in the public eye or something like that, or like in some type of powerful position, even if it's not you being some type of famous celebrity. You're meant to be in some type of powerful position, and not everyone is going to be happy for you. And it's important that you kind of like protect your relationship or protect your finances or protect whatever, because people are going to be a little jealous. Conflict, clashing, differences, incompatibility. So see, this is what I'm talking about, like with that, the conflict. Like I feel like you're meant to experience some conflict. I'm not gonna hold you, where people are kind of low-key hating. And I know it sounds like, why would that be my purpose? But it's like, I don't know, you're meant to trigger some people. You're meant to trigger some people in some shape or form to realize that they're a fucking hater, or that something's up with them, or, you know. But that could be for a select few. But I definitely feel like you're meant to not always show your hand and what you got coming next, or to be private about some things, because people low-key be hating. All right. And then you have literally influences, attachments. Or no, it says influences, attachments, third parties, peers. So yeah, like you're not necessarily meant to tell everyone what you got going on, especially because, you know, sometimes people will be hating and then they speak fear into your plans, and then you end up like not having you end up not doing that thing anymore because of the fear that they've instilled in you, or the hate they tried to throw at you, or things like that. But also, this is making me think of influencer, and how I said you're meant to be in the public eye. So that's why, like, certain things need to be maybe a little on the low until it manifests or something, because there's some people that may want to see your downfall, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because you're meant to be in some type of, like, because the way how this Asia card looks, it's giving like royalty, it's giving like leader position, it's giving like living a luxurious life, or living a life where you ended up getting every single thing that you want. And some people are going to be envious of that, but yeah, you're meant to have a very, like, a life where there's a lot of, like, yes, or you got that exact thing that you wanted, or you accomplished that exact thing you wanted to accomplish, or you got that person that you've been wanting, or the type of person that you've been wanting, things like that. So yeah, some people be low-key hating, so be mindful. Pal 3. Okay, so I'm gonna leave your reading right there. So if it resonated with you, let me get a one of those celebration emojis with the, like, I don't even know what is that called, like the little, like the blow horn thing. Like, I don't know what that thing is called, but you blow it for like celebrations and birthdays. Like, yeah, let me get one of those in the comments, because I feel like you got a lot of celebrations on the way, and a lot of celebrations that you've had. And I just keep hearing that Chris Brown song, how you gonna be hating from outside the club? You can't even get in. So a lot of that, like being a part of exclusive clubs or exclusive, like, circles, or you know what I mean? Things like that. Very interesting. So yeah, let me get that in the comments. Wait, what did I say? A celebration emoji. Okay. So yes, if you want to book me for a reading, you want to join that Patreon so you can check out the extended reading for how to get aligned with your purpose. If you want to check, or if you want to book me for a reading, if you want to follow me on social media, you want to buy my art, you want to take one of my classes, all of that is attached below. Okay. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.